Everyone, beginning. More forte piano. Don't get too loud too soon. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Okay, trombones, baritones. If I were you, I'm going to be super happy when we did it. Like, it was good. Like, parents would be like, it wasn't great. I didn't hear a lot of clarity from your things kind of on the 16th note, everything compressed and smushed together. I want to hear you guys at 23, please. Low brass at 23. And 1, 2, 3. Okay? bells. Okay, let's go to dragon.
Boom.
Thank you for this. Do you know what I mean by like the bell when we talk about that? Just write it in your heart. You could write like bell light. Or draw a bell.
I'm not an artist. When I try to draw like a flower, it looks like a big word. Pastel.
Start at tango. Start at tango. Here we go. What we're really trying to do is smooth, connected notes, song style. The notes are kind of connected to each other, no gaps, and lots of big dynamic changes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. So I like that you got softer on that note, but you didn't start that loud, and you also got too soft too soon. I think a lot of you realize that because halfway through the note you're like, oh, I still got 4.5 more beats of room, and I'm already pretty darn quiet. So you have to pace it. Stay loud longer. Again, 2, 3, 4. Better. Pacing is better. I like how you're trying to do those dynamics there. Sexes, more sexes. More. Stay loud. Like 17 people played bum ba da bum bum bum, and then I went, here's the last one. All right. I like that I hear a vast majority of you trying to do these dynamics, and I'm trying to coach you through them. What I tell my high schoolers is this: when I give them new music, when I give my high schoolers new music, I say to them, look at this song, this piece. Know that between now and the concert, we are probably going to talk about every single note, how to play it, style, and volume. Every single note. There's not one note we won't cover. And that gives you the kind of idea of the detail of what we're doing here. Example. The most important thing at 94. Can you find 94? Are they all numbered or no? 94. The most important thing at 94 is the trombone, baritone, tuba. Da, 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 da. Let that come out. And low brass, bring that out. Oh, I'm sorry. Letters from Mrs. Guitar, and those are more interesting. So go ahead. Look at those, I guess. The one time you read them. 5, 4, 3, 2, Tara. Think of it like your hair going. Not. For those of you that are actually using that on hair. That's the most important in 94. If you don't have that, don't play as loud. But it says loud. Yeah, not that loud. Loud if you're the most important thing. Tango again. 71. 1, 2, ready, go. Better. Raise your hand if you're most important at 91. Raise your hand if at 91 you know you're the most important part. Trumpets. Trumpets is the most important part at 91. Secondary is flutes and clarinets. And really the lows is kind of secondary too. The gliss is the most important thing at the gliss. Then you back off. But this is what we're listening for. This is the trumpet part. That's what they have. Oh, and by the way, you're going to hear directors, including us, say a lot. Rise and fall. Get louder. Get softer. And what sucks is we don't say one extra thing enough. We say rise and fall. Rise and fall. What you do is you get louder and you get softer. You get louder. But guess what? There are times you have to get louder and stay loud for a while and then get softer. It's not like lifting weights. Up, down, doing reps. It's like lifting weights, but going up, holding it, and then folding it. That's what you have to do sometimes, and that's what's happening sometimes. So watch for that. 82 again. This is like the most important section of the song. Not for a lot of you. For a lot of you, like, no, it's not. It's the fast part. But really, this is what sells this song. 82. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. Just pick up
So it's not
should hear. Da 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 dum dum da 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 ba da 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 dum bum bum. That's what the audience should hear. So right now the audience is hearing dum dum da 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 bum ba 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 ba. It needs to be more even. So more from the flutes and clarinets who have a hard time matching trumpets, and less from trumpets on the long notes. Again, in place. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Better. And then trumpets, you get your turn at it. What you do in 115, da 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 da. The flutes and clarinets have already done twice in 109 and 113. You did not need to take your tuning slide off right now. Same people, same place, 108. If you haven't played, you're next. So be ready. 1, 2, 3, ready, go! You're the only ones that do that. That descending line, and I'm sorry, let's see. 117. That you're the only ones that do that. You can play that loud, even though it says crescendo. All right, let's hear everybody who hasn't played at 108. If you haven't played at 108, now it is your turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. So here is going back and forth. Low. Who's going back and forth with you? Their bells are pointed right at you. Yeah. So listen this time to hear how that fits. So you can start to learn how to get out of the way. Oh, wait a minute. When I'm sustaining, I hear somebody else moving. Maybe I should get out of the way. I could tell you, but try to figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Has two back and forths going on right here. This back and forth, that back and forth. Are both back and forths going on at the same time?
Oui.
Are both back and forths equally as important?
No.
Who's more important?
Me.
Less important. So if they're playing at an 8, you need to be playing at a 5 or a 4. You see the accents? Da, da. Percussion, more on the accents, less on the rest. Everybody together, 108. Trumpets can play the pickup if they can handle it. 1, 2, adjust like I asked. Please, I spent a lot of time on this. Let's make it worthwhile. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You weren't ready. I need to have you ready to give a proper judgment of what you've learned or didn't learn. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. It's 1, 2, da, 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 or 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. Wait an extra beat. Or just to